Hello everyone, this is Shadi Reis from CVI 2023 in Austin. I'm really privileged to be with Dr. Mehdi Shishehbor. He is co-director of the CVI meeting. Dr. Shishehbor, thanks for being with us.
Hi Shadi, thank you for having me. Good morning.
Congratulations first for a great program in 2023, first time in Austin. It's well done, attendees are really very engaging, and I notice big attendance and scholars coming from international. Congratulations. So the second thing is we talk about you are an endovascular operator, interventional cardiologist, endovascular operator. Tell us about your vision of the endovascular track at CVI.
Yeah, thank you, Shadi, and you're absolutely correct. You know, we have had the highest attendance this year in Austin for CVI, and we are very excited. Most importantly, there is very interactive, a lot of integration, and very multidisciplinary. We have vascular surgeons here, interventional radiologists, interventional cardiologists, vascular medicine. There are a number of podiatrists here through the endovascular track. And so there's been a lot of feedback to us. And the feedback is that, people are seeking more education, more knowledge. Yeah. So we are planning to expand the endovascular track. As you know, right now we just have one room, and that covers all the areas, from aorta to the DVT, to venous, to limb salvage, and so on and so forth, carotid. Mm-hmm. So we are hoping that next year we can maybe create a 2 or 3 track. One track could be aorta, given all the advances now, as you know, in the ascending aorta arch with the fenestrations, and then the thoracic aorta and type B and the indications, and then you talk about the aneurysms. So, and there's been a lot of interest and feedback from our vascular surgical colleagues and some of our radiologists and cardiologists that do this kind of work, mm-hmm. that they like the format that we have here. We are very technically based, and we focus a lot on learning from each other.
Absolutely.
Similarly, we may have a track, and we are hoping to have a track around the venous disease. That's another area that's expanding rapidly. As you know, there's a lot of work being done around pulmonary embolism. There's some work being done around CTEPH, and many sites are now picking up these procedures. As in the venous side, the peripheral venous side, and the deep vein, there are now multiple stents and new techniques. There's a lot of focus on chronic venous disease and reconstruction of the iliocava. And then lastly, more importantly, the impact of venous disease on lower extremities and ulcers. Yeah. I mean, we focus a lot on arterial PAD, kind of amputation, amputation prevention and limb salvage. But the beauty is that we want to also teach people about venous ulcers, yes, yeah, and how you manage those. So I think that hopefully there will be a major expansion next year of the endovascular track, and we will have 3 rooms at least, or some format in that way where we can bring more aorta, more venous disease, and we can have the same interaction and learn from each other.
Absolutely. Also, I'd like your comments on CVI involvement in young operator as also fellows in training. Yeah. I see CVI one of the conferences that really invests a lot in it.
Well, this is our passion, man. We love teaching. We love, working with young people because, it's, we can mold them. We still have, once you get to our age, yeah, it's hard to change, unfortunately. So, the key is that can we get people early on? Can we get them in fellowship? Can we get them, in their first couple of years in practice, early career? I really believe that I'm very passionate about this. I know my partners, Subhash and Manos and Paul, are also very passionate. And then the second part of it is that can we teach them technique? Because it's very hard to learn technique on the internet and even with YouTube, to be honest with you, because you're getting one person's view.
Absolutely.
And it may not be the right view. It may be the right view for a particular situation. The beauty of a meeting like this is that you have 8, 9 experts worldwide that challenge each other. And we make the meeting so interactive and friendly that people are not afraid to speak. Yeah. So people stand up, people interact, people talk. So I think that's important for the young generation, for them to be able to feel comfortable walking to attending and asking them questions, to be able to stand up in a meeting and ask a question in front of everyone. So yes, there is a lot of energy and focus. That's the heart of CVI, focusing on the early career fellows and those that want to learn technical aspect of interventional cardiology.
Yeah, and I want to recap on the interaction that you mentioned earlier. You changed the format in the form from a classroom or lecture hall to a kind of interactive workshops almost.
That's right.
The speakers walk around and the audience has no fear to ask a question.
That's right. I think that was a great idea. Paul, actually, Dr. Suraja, to kind of pushed us in that direction, and I'm so glad that we did it. That's, that's what it's all about, learning from each other and being dynamic. And that's what we want to teach the young generation, that, you may need to change, and, we don't have to do it always the same way we've done it. And I found it very interactive this year, actually, just being mingled within the audience, made them more comfortable to ask questions and interact with us.
Well, Dr. Shishehbor, again, thank you so much, you and co-directors, for putting this phenomenal meeting every July in the summertime from between 19th to 22nd. So I just want to put a plug for next year, and for investing in the young generation fellows and residents. Also, I have seen medical students also coming here, and international presence. Thank you so much for your effort. Congratulations for another successful CVI. Please watch these videos and others on CVI YouTube channel. This is Shadi Reyes from CVI 2023 in Austin. Thank you so much.
Thank you.